Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video about oxygen not included. This is going to be a food comparison. So if you're not kind of into the numbers things and you just want to see gameplay, you're probably not going to enjoy this video. So the whole reason for me doing this was that my last Ravaging Hunger run, I kind of just assumed that gristleberries were going to be the best option to make, and I didn't actually go into like in-depth comparison to actually see if they were. So I got curious after that run ended, and I made this chart. Now, I'm not going to go over everything. I want to keep this video pretty short, just kind of explaining why I did it and the conclusion that I came to. But if you want to check out the chart, I will leave a link in the description so you can look at it. So here we have our basic foods here. Frost buns are representing sleet wheat, but there's no calorie value for sleet wheat, so I used frost buns as a baseline. But all this is kind of irrelevant. We want to go over to the processed stuff. So gristleberries here, which is what I was growing, is giving me 333 calories per cycle. Fried mushrooms was giving me 373 calories per cycle. So they're very similar as far as the calorie generation goes. But if we go over to the calorie per cost over here, we're only getting 16 calories per 1 kilogram of material for gristleberries, where we're getting 93 for fried mushrooms. Now, you could argue that slime is a finite resource on the map, so it's not sustainable, but the amount of slime is humongous, so it will last a very long time. But none of this really matters because we want to get to berry sludge here with a whopping 666 calories per cycle. You could argue that this number is something to avoid, but it's going to be our best choice for ravaging hunger. Now, the calories per cost here is slightly worse than gristleberry, but only slightly. And this number right here is kind of irrelevant as long as you have more than sufficient water to supply to this. So it doesn't really matter unless I'm strapped for water or dirt, because you do have to grow sleet wheat for this. This is not taking into account wild sleet wheat. This is taking into account that you are actually growing sleet wheat in a farm tile. Wild sleet wheat, this number would drop, I don't know how much, but it would drop drastically because it takes 36 cycles for the sleet wheat to reach maturity rather than 18. I believe that's the correct number. Little disclaimer, I'm not like a mathematician or a Google Sheets whiz, so a lot of this may be able to optimize better. I don't use Sheets for like a lot of things, but something like this is definitely useful. So there's some like calculations done that could be done a lot better, I think, and certainly this number over here is the plants per dupe. So over here in the process stuff, it doesn't always work out correctly, but just a little disclaimer there. You know, I'm not a whiz at this stuff, so there may be some mistakes as far as this stuff goes, but the calories per cycle is correct. That's a pretty simple calculation. I couldn't mess that up. And that's really what I'm looking for, as well as the cost per cycle, which I believe is also correct. So my plan going into the next Ravaging Hunger run is to have a tiny bit of millwood just to supplement, and then bristle blossoms to transfer into gristleberries. So I'm going to rush, let's see, I'm going to rush the cooking the stove so I can make gristleberries. And then I'm going to rush hydroponics, maybe, so I can manually do gristleberries, which means I'll have to also rush the liquid pump. But that's my plan. And then I'm depending on how things go from there. I might just skip mushrooms and go straight to berry sludge. But that depends on how much water I have. So if I'm running out of water, if I don't have like dirt and water to do this, then I will go into mushrooms, which means I'll have to rush Atmo suits and you know, start harvesting slime and then maybe put it through a chlorine bath or something. I'll have to deal with the slime lung somehow, but we can address that later. Basically, I just wanted to go over my plan as far as the next Ravaging Hunger goes. And if you have any ideas as far as that goes, I'd love to hear them in the comments. Or if you find any mistakes in here that are like extreme, then you can let me know as well. But that's going to be it for this video. Just kind of wanted to make a quick one about a food plan going into the next run. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.